y'all know what time it is right now, man. We back, you know what I'm saying, Sumoworld Radio, and we got a legend straight from Louisiana, straight from the NO in the building right now. My boy Lil Yav, Unlv, man.
What's up, Sumo?
Hey, man, we know this been a long time coming, huh?
Oh yeah, we overdue, dog. We overdue.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all got so much musical history under y'all belt, man. Like, how does it feel just to be knowing that 20 to 25 years later? Is it 30 years later? How long is it later?
Actually, it's going on 28.
28 years later.
It's a blessing, man. It's a major blessing to be still in the game and relevant. You know what I mean? And to be a part of what's going down right now.
Cause y'all are definitely in rotation still. That's
no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of different cities, our old music is still in rotation.
Yeah, to be classic, to make classic music and timeless music has to be something that has to feel good, because you it's kind of like you be able to pass down generation to generation.
Right. And I think the difference between a classic hit and just a regular platinum album is the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you make timeless music, it'll be around forever, and you won't get too many classic hits. You might get people to put out an album and go platinum every time they put out an album, but they ain't gonna put a classic on every album. You know what I'm saying? So
most definitely. So let's take this all the way back to the beginning of the situation, man. So tell the people exactly where you from, and you know what I'm saying, what section over there that you from, because I know y'all got your own sectional claims that y'all got in Louisiana, man.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm from Uptown New Orleans. New Orleans, Louisiana, Uptown, Third Ward. That's my section. 6 and B is my street and my block. Y'all call it the trap, but we call it the set.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
I mean? That's where I'm from, man.
So what was it like growing up over there?
It was love. It was a lot of violence, a lot of crime, poverty. You know what I mean? But as far as the block, it was more family orientated than anything. You know, we had neighbors that could actually whoop your ass. You know, instead of waiting to tell your mama what you did, they could whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? Versus nowadays, you know, the parents scared to tell a kid anything.
Yeah, most definitely.
It was taking a village to actually raise a child back then, and it was all love for, you know. But if you fucked up, you got it real hard. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
You know,
who are some of the elders over there you can remember? Putting you back in your place?
Oh man, a lot of, believe it or not, but a lot of what would you call D-boys? You know, a lot of D-boys back then. They helped keep me in my place
already.
You know what I'm saying? They wasn't letting you just come on the block and hustle and, you know what I'm saying, be disrespectful and shit like that, dog.
Yeah, it wasn't happening like that.
The morals, you know, they taught us the morals to the game and all that kind of stuff before we even jumped in it, bro.
For sure. You know? So what age did you fall in love with music?
Actually, I started rapping at 12.
Wow.
My dream was shattered at like 13. I was in a group called the Sport MCs with me, Tech, and my little sister, and a cousin of mine. And actually, we won every talent show in the city of New Orleans. We won every talent show, and we won the WYD talent show, which was the biggest radio station in New Orleans at the time.
Wild Wayne them out there?
Nah, before Wild Wayne.
Before Wild Wayne?
Yeah, before Wild Wayne them, dog.
Okay.
Actually, Wild Wayne them at Q93. This was 98.5 back then.
Okay.
And we won a contract to record an album, and we didn't. They didn't let us do it. So I felt like rap was bullshit. That was at like 13 years old.
Heartbreaking.
So later on in life, like 17, 18 years old, I jumped back in it simply because I saw, you know, with my own eyes, people like DJ Jimmy and Gregory D, even Tanut, aka Juvenile, cutting records. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, we've been doing this damn all our life. If they could do it, I'm pretty sure we can, you know, run something and, you know, cut an album.
So was your records that when you were younger, were they more of the New Orleans bounce sound?
Nah, I'm glad you asked that, Sumo, bro. It was actually, we was on a whole nother level. It was a positive kick.
Yeah.
The crack epidemic had in hit.
Yeah.
And we basically rapping about what drugs do you, and, you know, telling folks don't get on drugs and crack this and, you know, crack that.
Yeah.
So, you know, we had a positive message then.
That's pretty cool, man.
You know, later our music turned to bounce and gangster bounce.
Yeah.
We had to drop my little sister from the group because we started rapping talking about the pussy popping and all that kind of shit too.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
took it to the gangster level, and that was like at 18 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you look at little sister said, "Baby, we can't be around this." For sure, for sure.
Right.
Did your sister still do some type of music?
Well, she awesome, dog. Hats off to Keely, my little sister. Her name, by the way. She do more writing than anything.
Now you ain't talking about Keely Black, huh?
Nah, not Keely Black. That's my street sister.
Okay,
Shouts out
okay.
Keely Black.
I know Keely Black too. Yeah.
Yeah, but my little sister do a lot of writing for different people, and every now and then I call her bluff and tell her to do a song with me or whatever. You know
For sure.
It's still in her heart, but it ain't her passion.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that. I got family just like that too.
Right.
Man, so you 17, you picked it back up and got back in the mix.
Yeah, got back in it, and we went to making tapes. We used to go in bars, and not so your clubs, your big clubs. We used to go in bars, small bars in New Orleans. The whole New Orleans, they would really pop. So we would go in there and pick up the mic and just start rapping. You know what I'm saying? Doing the bounce thing or whatever. You know.
Y'all buck jumping too?
Yeah, buck jumping a little bit of everything. All that had our own little style.
You see, I've been around, huh?
Yeah, you know what's happening. I know you know what's happening.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
man.
For sure.
And we made a tape in a club called Newton's. Me and Tech was selling tapes for $5 a pop. You know, this was before we added Yellow to our rap group. You know, we'll sell a tape for $5 a pop, and somehow Baby and Slim got a hold of it. Yeah. And they had started a record label called Cash Money maybe 6 or 7 months before they got our tape. And they had an artist by the name of Kilo G at the time. Uh-huh. Kilo wasn't your regular artist from New Orleans. He was more of I should say like a East Coast artist or whatever. And New Orleans really wasn't ready for that type of music.
They wasn't vibing with him right then.
You know what I'm saying? At all. So they flopped with him. Yeah. And we was the next group to sign or whatever, sign the contract, and it been on since, bro.
Oh, definitely. So that cash money, man, when you think about that now, you look back 20-some years later, and Cash Money is one of the number one record labels in the world.
See, bro, I can honestly say, I knew they had what it took to be who they are right now. You know, the dude. Yeah. I mean, I'm proud to say I was a part of that, and I'm also prouder to say I have my own label. You know what I'm saying? I learned from the best.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I saw it in them a long time ago, bro. Yeah. And I'm proud of them. You know.
There you go, my brother.
Appreciate it. Sorry about the sweat, you.
No, you all right, man. You all right? This light is crazy. Lights, man. Most definitely, man. I mean, I understand we big fellas, so we got to keep ourselves fly. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So signed with Cash Money. What was that first mission that when they signed? What did they tell you they wanted y'all to do?
First of all, they asked us what we had besides the single that they had.
And what single was that?
It was a song called Another Bitch.
Okay.
Yellow wasn't on the song like I said before.
Yeah.
It was just me and Tech. They was interested. They loved the fucking song. We had them sold at least a good 2,000 tapes. Cause CDs wasn't out at the time.
Hand to hand.
Double the tapes. We sell it hand to hand every day. You know what I'm saying? And so it was buzzing on the street. So I guess they figured, look, we working with something. Yeah. You know, they bringing something to the table. You know, New Orleans accepting them. Let's see where they could go from here. You feel me? And that's how it was. They basically asked us what we had, and we told them we had albums for days ready
to go.
All we needed was a producer.
Most definitely. So who was the first producer y'all worked with?
T-Bone. A guy named T-Bone was the first producer we worked with. He actually made Another Bitch too. Okay. And once we got with Cash Money, they was like, we got Manny Fresh. Sorry, but we don't need y'all. You know, y'all gotta leave y'all producer behind. So, I mean, we talked to T. He was hurt. We was hurt. Yeah. But fuck, man.
It's business, dog. It's business.
Business, exactly. Yeah. And Manny was one of the best producers in the world.
Yeah, Manny is a New Orleans gifter, we call him, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely a musical genius. And so what was it like getting in the studio working with Manny Fresh?
It was awesome, man. I mean, Manny was the type of producer that all you had to do is let him hear your chorus. Yeah. You let him hear your chorus, that's a wrap, man. You come back 20 minutes later, I guarantee you won't turn the track down.
Most definitely.
That's the type of producer Manny is. So we was able to get like 6 albums done in a matter of 5 years with Cash Money.
Wow.
Dealing with Manny, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So he was kicking it fast as y'all kicking the rap side. He kicking the beat
Kicking
side.
the beats, right?
Yeah,
right.
most definitely, man.
Yep.
That's something to commend right there, man. Shout out to Manny Fresh, man. Yeah,
Right.
most definitely. So y'all put out y'all first album. Y'all start traveling. Y'all hitting the road. Y'all coming to cities like Houston.
Yep.
Well, what clubs did y'all like the most in Houston that y'all travel to?
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
I used to love that club, dog.
Yeah.
What's his name? Mr. O?
Yeah.
Owen, I think.
Mr. Owen, yeah.
Oh, man.
Brother
Shout
Owen,
out
as they
to
call
Owen.
him.
Man,
Yeah.
that man showed so much love, bro.
And Wicked Cricket.
Yep, Wicked Cricket. Yep, he was in there.
Yeah.
Actually, Houston was the only city outside our state that we would attack, our early days. You know what I'm saying? And we wouldn't even touch Dallas or none of that, just Houston. From New Orleans to Houston, I mean, Mississippi, Alabama, all that, we knew. Well, not even Alabama.
Yeah.
Mississippi, but Houston was like, yeah, that was the shit. We got a call from Houston, man. We was very excited about it, bro.
Man, we kept y'all in rotation out here, though.
Yeah, dog.
I remember
Houston
when I was
showed
young,
up.
I used to work at Chocolate Town.
Mhm.
I remember y'all came to Chocolate Town and towed
Yep.
Chocolate Town.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man, I'm talking about towed the whole club down that night.
I remember we was on the road and we stopped in Houston. This was our post Cash Money days. We stopped in Houston. Chocolate Town was still open.
Yeah.
And Big Mo was still living.
Yeah.
And we told him that we was just passing through or whatever, and he asked us to grab the mic. Man, we done dragging from the river. Thought that whole place went crazy, bro.
Now you done brought it up. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Dragon from the River, dump his body in junkyard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
this classic song, right?
Mhm.
That is one of your platinum. I don't know how many times platinum
Yep.
it done went, but I know it done went platinum on
Right.
top of platinum. These records. Now we already know some of the story, but we gonna give it to the audience like we don't know it.
Okay.
All right. So tell us exactly where this record came from, where did it stem from, and what was the reason why and why did it blow up so hard like that?
Okay. Well, the record actually came out in '96 on our album called Uptown for Life.
Mm-hmm.
And how the record came about was Mystical got out the service. Well, I'm gonna take you a little further than that. We went to high school with Mystical first of all. He's a senior. We sophomores. He graduated. All right. We both doing life goes on. We adults now. He was like, well, fuck it, dog. If he make noise, we gonna tear his ass up. You dig? He dissed us twice before we even
Pause.
actually paid him attention to it. You know
Pause
what
real
I'm
quick.
saying? Right.
Now come back in right when you said about him
He dissing us twice.
No, about him rapping the song right for me.
About him rapping that song?
Yeah, about rapping the song for you. Come right there.
Well, he rapped the song so clear and shit. You know, I was like, damn, dog, you sound good. Sound like a record already made, you know what I mean? So I told him to go to Baby them. He said, came back, and 2 weeks later, he was like, man, I went to holler at him, whatever, but nothing was shaking. So he signed with Big Boy. Now, Big Boy Records was our rivals. We had beef with Partners in Crime, and they were signed to Big Boy.
Yeah.
So we was like, damn, go ahead and do your thing. So, once I told Tech and Yella that he wanted a rap battle against us, he was like, they was like, if he make noise, we gonna get him, dog. But, we ain't worrying about that shit. Like I said, during this time, we was like tearing New Orleans down, man. You know what I'm saying? So, he made a little noise with the second one. That's why we came back with Dragon from the River. We had 2 songs on one album, dissing Mystical, because we felt like, he had enough clout and, enough fans that would listen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had to get out and hold his ass, bro. And that song, to this day, is still selling. It's still being played on radio stations, major clubs.
And it been remixed?
Remixed. Well, we remixed it with BG. Actually, we had beef with Cash Money at one time. And Unlv and BG, after we both left the label, we decided to diss Cash Money.
Yeah.
So that was the remix of Dragon from the River.
Wow. And then then later on, Juvie got a hold of it.
Yeah, Juvie got a hold of it. Well, actually, a lot of people don't know, but I'm the reason I got Juvie signed to Cash Money.
Wow.
I picked him up from the bus stop Well, from the bus, yeah, from the bus stop, not the bus station, the bus stop, because he was on his way by his aunt house. He told me. So I brought him to the studio. We was working on BG album at the time, and I brought him to the studio after I asked him the situation because I knew he had a situation long before we did.
Yeah.
You know, he was dealing with contracts and shit, so he was straight. I brought him to introduce him to Baby and Slim. Of course, they heard of Juvenile, but they never knew him. You know,
Yeah.
and they had the opportunity to sign him, and they did.
Wow.
So he later got with the company, and he wanted to use a Dragon from the River track. You know, we don't own that. We don't own the rights to that track. That song we do, but Manny owned the rights to the track.
Manny made that track?
Yeah, Manny made that track.
Wow, I didn't know
That's
that.
why, Juvie was able to do it like that. You know what I'm saying?
That is fun. We are not gonna stop making this noise for you. I'll make sure that when this interview get out, it get everywhere it need to go. Can you please tell the people where to find you, brother?
Hey, right now you can find me on Instagram at Lil Ya UNLV3.
Okay.
Facebook is Yaphat. It's YAPHAT UNLV3.
That boy say y'all pretty hot and tempting.
Yeah, so y'all holler at your boy, holler back. Ain't no Hollywood going on over here.
All right,
You know
brother.
what I'm
Well,
saying?
look, man. Hey, man. Salute to you. We did this today. We've been waiting for a long time to get it in,
Well, yeah.
and we got it in. This just the beginning. We got many more coming. And hey, man, Lil Ya UNLV, man, legend,
So,
man.
man, love y'all, Houston. Keep y'all head up. You with me?
All right.
Yeah.